My name is Jimmy Long, and I am the facility manager here at the John A. Patton Recreation and Arts Center. You know, as we talk about role models, you usually talk about role models of other males, but I had a real strong female role models and several ladies who had a big influence in my life. One in particular is Miss Goodson, who was my fifth grade teacher here at this school.
I'm Euthema Goodson, and I taught school 31 years at John A. Patton School, and I taught Jim Long in 1963-64.
I was a real frail looking little guy back in those days. He probably didn't weigh about 109 pounds.
He looked frail and weak, and I gave him a vitamin per day to strengthen him.
I would go up and she would give me this vitamin to help me because she felt like that I needed. And she thought that I looked like I was hungry. She'd send me down to the cafeteria to get a biscuit or something down there, you know.
He looked like he's going to black out on me, is what he looked like.
And you can only imagine if she did, through all those years that she was here, you know, doing those little special things like that for me, what she must have done for all these other kids in all those years that she had served.
Oh, I very definitely have a calling on my life to teach truth, to teach academic things, but I do have a calling on my life. I am a teacher. I
know probably for her that, you know, I was just one of those thousands of kids. But it was the special small things that it made her special to me.
And I tried to get each child in the classroom to believe that they were important. Each child has a reason for being on this planet, and each one has what they should do to make this world a better place to live.
Back in the early days, we were a part-time program, and we must look like a boys' club because that's all we really had. We played basketball and we played softball, and we had a huge amount of guys here all the time. And I'll never forget that we had this guy that came in here. His name was Tommy Dale Winchester.
My name is Tommy Dale Winchester. I'm an assistant coach at Lookout Valley High School on the football team. I'm basically a punk kid from East Lake, you know, didn't have a whole lot of discipline. You know, I started coming over here, and Jim, you know, treated everybody with respect when he needed to, and discipline when he had to.
So, you know, when kids would go out of line and break the rules, you know, we have to discipline those kids. You know, we'd have to let them take a couple of days off in center. And back in those days, the worst thing you could do to a kid was say, hey, you can't come in for a couple of days, because, you know, that's where they wanted to be.
I was probably doing some of the things was wrong, you know, going down the wrong road. But after I met Jim, you know, and the discipline that he gave me kind of led me to take the positive side.
He gives back so much to this community. It's incredible. He works hard every day at Rock 10, and he still has time to go down to the high school and be the defensive coordinator of one of the best teams in that single A state last year.
It don't matter how old you are, you can still be a positive influence. You know, if you're 10 and you got a younger brother that's 5, you can be a positive influence. Or if you're 40 and you're coaching a bunch of high school kids, you can be a positive influence. You know, if they see you out doing bad things, and you know, they're going to do bad things. But if you're trying to teach them to be positive and do positive things, then I think that could be influential no matter how old you are.
Those simple little things that we talked about are the most important things, because those are things that seem to come back. It's unreal how I guess God uses simple things to make things happen. Obviously that's true. I'm here, and what I do, I feel very simplified by it, and I think he makes that work.
So, yes, you do matter. It's in your power to change the lives all around you. And remember, the effect of your kindness can last a lifetime and beyond.